Hi, welcome to video 4-3 on our Udemy series, How to Increase Sales by Getting on the Radio for Free. In this video, I want to give you my pitch. And I want you to realize and watch this. I'm going to do this from memory. I'm not reading anything right now. This is my pitch, and I want you to see how well I can do it from memory, right? It's important because, as I said, I think 2 videos ago, this needs to roll off the tongue as if you were born this way, right? So the subject line of an email, or the first sentence I would say is, McGraw Hill author, 175 great interviews. Entrepreneurship is not about risk or creativity. That would be the subject line. So again, why? McGraw Hill author. Why did I put that in there? Well, it establishes credibility. 175 interviews. Why is that in there? Again, credibility. I know what I'm doing. I know I'll give you a good interview. These are things, buzzwords, that the person reading this email will immediately recognize me as an authority, as an expert, and someone who's done this before. So, McGraw Hill author, 175 interviews, entrepreneurship is not about creativity or risk. There's what I'm going to talk about. And again, it's controversial, it's counterintuitive, it's the exact opposite of what everyone thinks. So here in just the subject of the email, I've already sent 3 powerful messages to the host or to the producer. I'm an expert. I'm credible. I've done this before, and I've got something sexy as hell to talk about. And all of that's just in my subject. Now, in the actual body of the email, it's going to say, Dear Joe. And Joe is either the producer or the host's first name. And I'm going to research that and find out and use that. I'm not going to say, Dear Sir, Dear Ma'am. Dear Joe, comma. I have been studying your radio show. I listened to your interview with Frank Smith the other day and found it fascinating. Period. I think I would be a great addition to your show, as I am in the same vein as your previous guest, but however, my thesis is very different. Period. New paragraph. I believe anyone can be an entrepreneur if they forget about creativity, risk, and passion. I've done 175 interviews promoting this topic. CNN called me the Simon Cowell of small business, and I was even in a UPS commercial. I believe I would be a great guest, and I would love to talk to you about this. If you're available, please give me a call. Blah, 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 blah. Now, do you see what I've done? I've let the host know some important things. 1, I know who you are and what you believe. I've paid attention to you. I've researched you, and I think that I can add to your show. Number 2, I've given you some details about who I am and why I'm important, and possibly what we're going to talk about. Again, if you can sprinkle in some of the questions, that's a great final paragraph. It might read like this. Some of the things I frequently talk about on the shows are bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. And now the host, the producer, knows exactly what the interview will be about. And then a call to action at the end. Please call me. I'd love to be a guest on your show, something like that. Now, this pitch will work. It's very good. I've tested it. It's a great pitch. But I want to say this. I use a different pitch every weekend. And sometimes I'll send one list one weekend, the same list the next weekend with a different pitch. Sometimes your pitch won't work for a particular person. Change your pitch. Measure the metrics. If you send out 100 emails and get a 4% response, I wouldn't use that pitch again. The standard is 6 to 8%. I'm getting 15 to 20. If you're getting 2 to 3%, change your pitch. There's nothing wrong with experimenting with 10 different pitches, each of those going to 10 different producers to see what happens. All right, in the next video, I'm going to wrap it up on pitches, and we're going to talk about how to use credibility as your pitch. We'll be back in just a second for the final video of this module.